So for Systems Academy, I've got the Vensim PLE here again, and this time we're going to do a goal-seeking model. So we're going to put in a comment here, call it a goal-seeking model. And we're going to make this a 200%. So I did, along the menu bar, I did view, zoom to 200% to make it bigger. And we're going to start out with a level here. Whoops. Get my fingers on the right keys here on the keyboard. This is a, let's see, I used the level here. Now I'm going to use the flow. It's called a rate. Vensim PLE calls it a rate, but I use the word flow. It's the material flow out of this stock or level that has a level in it. So we're going to create a goal. Oops. Spelling here. We're going to create a goal, but we also want to calculate the difference between the level and the goal. So we're going to use the information arrow here to connect the level and the difference. We're going to go from the goal to the difference, and then we're going to go from the difference to the rate, or the flow, where the equations are. So we also want to have a rate value to use, and we're going to click on the arrow here to connect. So the blue arrows are information flowing. The thing that looks like a pipe is for the material flow. So this is a goal-seeking model, but it's going to be decreasing at a decreasing rate. So let's add that to the comment, if we can. We'll just add another comment. There we go. Model at a decreasing at a decreasing rate. So we can stretch this. So we've got a goal-seeking model decreasing at a decreasing rate. Now we have to put some, so this is the equation button here. So we're going to look at the equations. So in the level, like we have before, we're going to need to start the initial value for the level. Let's put 500 in here, and then click equal, or OK. The difference is going to be the level minus the goal. And then for the goal, we're going to put 0. We're going to see if we can drive it down to 0. For the rate, we're going to put in 1/10 or 0.01, 0.1, so that the rate is decreasing at 10% each time period. And then for the, move that. So we're going to move this and get a little more room there. Okay. So now let's go to the equation button and push that, and then we'll see that the word decreasing is highlighted. So we don't have the proper entries in there for that. So we're going to click on that, and we're going to highlight the rate and put in a space, and then put in the asterisk, and then we're going to put in the difference. So the rate times the difference. Again, the difference is the level minus the goal. We'll click OK. So now we've got all the items there, and have we checked our model settings? I'm going to let me check the model settings. Okay, so we're going to need to save this model, and we're going to call it decreasing at a decreasing rate. Save it in the Systems Academy folder, and we're going to go to model settings, and see we've got 50, and we need to change this to 0.0625. We've got Runge cut of 4, and we're going to say OK. Now we're going to run the model, and it says the data set already exists. You want to overwrite it? Yes. And we're going to, what we wanted to do was track the level. So I'm going to run it again because I'm not sure I clicked on that. Well, the variable we're tracking is the level because that's the last one I picked. Now we're going to click on the graph icon, and there we have a graph that's decreasing at a decreasing rate. It's slower and slower and slower, and it's going towards the goal of 0. Now we could change that lower value and run another graph and show you how, let's say that we're going to pick the goal of 150 this next time. So the goal, we want to go to the equation, we're going to change goal, and we're going to put in 150. See what happens here. And we're going to run the model again by pushing the Run button, and it says the data set already exists. You want to overwrite it? Say yes. And then we go click on the icon that says Graph. And, whoops, see the goal was the last thing I highlighted, so the goal is 150. We know that. So I want to highlight level so that that's the last variable, and then it will run it. This is a simple way to do it. There's another way to do this, but I'm just showing you how to use Vensim PLE, and I'm doing things over and over again because repetition is a good way to learn. Graph, so I'm going to push on the graph button, and now we've got the level. So the level now is fading towards 150. So it's decreasing at a decreasing rate, slower and slower and slower as it gets closer to 150 this time. And that's how to build a model to get the pattern of a decay at a decreasing rate.